About a dozen years before the Revolutionary War, tensions increased in America between the British and the French with their Indian allies, resulting in battles. The most notable period of the French-Indian Wars lasted from 1754 to 1763. It is considered the first global war, as allies of the French and the English fought all around the world. On July 9, 1755, about 1,400 British troops marched over the mountains to seize the French fort near present-day Pittsburgh. As they marched through the deep wooded ravine along the river 8 miles from the fort, French regulars, Canadians, and many Indians suddenly ambushed by the French and the Indians. Not accustomed to fighting unless in an open field, over 900 British soldiers were annihilated. This battle became known as the Battle of the Wilderness. 23-year-old Virginia Colonel George Washington rode back and forth during the battle, delivering orders from General Edward Braddock, the commander-in-chief of British forces in America. Eventually, Braddock was killed, and every officer on horseback was shot, except for one. Everyone was killed or shot except for George Washington. Washington carried Braddock from the field. Braddock's field desk was captured, revealing all of the British military plans, enabling the French to surprise and defeat British forces in succeeding battles. Before he died, Braddock gave Washington his battle sash uniform, which Washington reportedly carried with him, serving as commander-in-chief as president. George Washington presided at the burial service for General Braddock because even the chaplain was wounded. Braddock's body was buried in the middle of the road so as to prevent his body from being found and desecrated. Shortly thereafter, writing from Fort Cumberland, George Washington described the battle to his younger brother John Augustine Washington on July 18, 1755. This is what he wrote. As I have heard, since my arrival at this place, a circumstantial account of my death and dying speech, I take this early opportunity of contradicting the first, and of assuring you that I have not yet composed the latter. By the all-powerful dispositions of Providence, I have been protected beyond all human probability or expectation. For I had 4 bullets through my coat, and 2 horses shot under me, yet escaped unhurt, although death was leveling my companions on every side of me. An Indian warrior later declared, Washington was never born to be killed by a bullet. I had 17 fair fires at him with my rifle, and after all, could not bring him